So we are going to pick up groceries. I've already put in the grocery pickup order, so I don't actually have to go through the grocery store to pick up anything. I just have to be there, and it's an hour away. Because I also need to go to Costco, and so I had to pick up and then go to Costco right after. So we're gonna go ahead and open our advent. This is going to be the yarn from Oregon. So this is the closest to me one, I think. We had Wyoming, but yeah, Oregon. This is from, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I'm not sure this is, well, she said she arranged them in a rainbow-esque way, so I guess sometimes deviating from that is okay. And now that I'm opening this, it is more yellow than I thought, which is good. Okay, so this is from Ritual Dyes. It is the Frogberry colorway. It is a very pretty kind of mint green with some pops of bright gold yellow. So this is a 90% superwash merino and 10% nylon base. It looks like a 2-ply twist that it looks like it'll work up very similar to yesterday's and the main neutral color that I'm using. So this is really pretty. It's almost, so like the kind of bare spots on this also kind of look slightly like yellowy peachy, probably because of the way that the gold dye speckles break on the yarn. This is so pretty. I don't know. I think the lighting in this room in the morning, even with the big light on, is not super great, but it is 10 minutes before I need to leave. So I don't have time to do any work on this. So let's quickly run through what I need to make with this, even though I'm not making anything right now. So it looks like I need to make 6 half square triangles using this color and the undyed main color, 4 half square triangles using this color and color number 1. Oh, I don't have it in here with me, so I can't show you, but those are going to look very interesting next to each other. And then 1 square of just this solid color. So I'll probably do the solid color one first, even though it is not one that I need for today's quilt block that will be ready to assemble after today. Just because I like doing them. The full ones are a lot more fun than the half square ones. Okay, I am at Costco and about to go in. I got my grocery pickup and they were actually out of something. So it's not something that I can get at Costco. I know it's not something I can get at Costco. They just don't sell it. It would be remarkably odd if they sold it. But it is something I can get at Michael's. So we are going to do Costco first. I will bring you with me, but I don't know if I'm going to turn the camera on. And if I do, I'm definitely, probably not talking to it. So I think I'm gonna go with the glitter puff paint, and I needed this for putting on the bottoms of the sailor slippers to make it so that they grip the floor a little bit better and people don't slip their feet out from under them while they walk. So yeah, I was gonna just order a little bottle of the like plain black from the grocery store because they had it on their website, but they were out of stock. So lucky me, now I get to come here where there's a bigger selection and I can get this bottle of silver glitter to make little grippies on the socks. And also I saw this when I came in, this glitter wrapping paper, not glitter, like a holographic graphing paper, holographic wrapping gift wrap. So it's very cute. So I think I'm gonna get that too. They also apparently don't have F hooks. What? I didn't imagine that an F hook exists. I know I didn't imagine it. But apparently it's not common enough to be sold anywhere. And maybe that's why I don't have it. Oh, should I get the... Maybe I should get the pom-pom maker. So it's a vase? Okay, so here's today's color. That's pretty accurate, I think. It's a very, very pale mint green with kind of these bright yellow gold pops. Next to day 1, and then I went ahead and did work up the half square triangle just to kind of see if once put together they fit together, and they don't. So I'm going to take this out. I left all of the yarn attached, so I'm not going to keep this one. But basically, I either have to change color 1 or change color 4. It would be easier to change color 4 because I've already worked up all of this, everything that's needed from day 1. So it would be easier to do that. However, I did sort of peek ahead, and color number 4 is also used with, now I can't remember it. Color number 4 is also used with color number, I think, 10. Yeah, so this color is used with color 10. So I quickly peeked at that color because it's, you know, I know it's an advent and it's supposed to be a surprise, but it's also, it's mine, so I can do what I want. And this color actually would go really, really well with color number 10. So then I also went to check to see where else color number 1 is used, and it is also used with color number 17. Color number 17, and is it color number 17? Yeah, so it's not ever put like in a triangle with, or in a square with color number 17, but it is used in the same quilt block as number 17. And so I peeked at number 17, and also this color won't go very well with that either. So I'm going to be undoing this one, and I am going to keep these and the full squares that I made with color 1. I'm just going to set them aside. At this point though, I don't think that I will be using them in this blanket. Unless I, you know, maybe I will have the same issue again with something else, and maybe I will decide to add more quilt blocks to my blanket. I don't know. But for now, I'm going to remove that, and I'm just going to use an alternate color number 1 that will go better with this, and that will go better with color number 17. I have dug through all of my scrap yarn and like mini skeins, and I surprisingly don't have a lot of yarns that have like the same vibes as this, but would also look better. But I did find something. I actually did find 2 somethings that I think would work. The first color that I found was actually a full skein and not a mini skein, and I thought that it would look kind of nice with this.
but it wouldn't look that good with the color number 17. And since I would have to find a new one for color 17 anyways, it might as well be one that will go with both of them. And then I did find another one that I thought might actually just be too close to yesterday's color. And although yesterday's color and the other scrap that I found don't have to go together, I didn't want them to be too similar. But I don't think they are too similar. They have the same sort of things going on, but they're very different, like, tones of those colors. So this is the color I chose. I feel like it brings the same, like, color palette as this, but in a much more pastel sort of way. This is a very flattened cake of yarn. And I think it'll go way better with this. And I think that it will go just fine with color number 17, I think it is. So I have to work up all of the day 1 squares, which is 4 solid squares and 4 half square triangles, in this color also. I say have to, I don't have to do anything, but like, in order to make the project look in any way that I want. Okay, so it's a couple hours later now, and I think the last clip that I had filmed was me crocheting the color that I had chosen alongside this, and I was not really happy with it. And then I had switched it out for one that has a more, like, honestly, they look so similar, but they work up very differently. And I think it's because this has a lot of, like, undyed and light green areas, and so alongside this, it just looked like a yarn that was very heavily variegated that just happened to pool weirdly. Like, it didn't really look very much like it was 2 different colors. And so because this one has like a more solid, like, purplish pink base color of it, it just looked better together. So this I only have 10 grams of, so I only have enough to do the to use this in the squares that are required for block number 1. The first day's color also had The first day's color also had 4 solid squares that are supposed to get used in block number 10. And this color is not going to go very well with the other colors in block 10 either, or other color in block 10 either. But that is a problem for future me. This might work well. I might use this anyway for that, but in this instance, for block number 1, this color will be color number 1. And so here's how far I got. I made all of the ones that are color number 1, which is now this one, and color number 4. I made all of those. So those are ready. I also made 2 of the ones that are color number 4 and color number, and the main neutral. So these also look really, really good. I like these. On camera, the peachy color of this is not showing too differently from the neutral, but in real life it is a little bit more obvious, although not terribly obvious. For the block number 1 now, I also have these ones that I made on day 2. These were the plain neutral, so those are also part of this quilt block. I need to make 2 more of these for block number 1. I need to make 2 additional ones that will be for block number 6. And then I need to make a solid color square for block 12. And then I need to go back and do this color with the neutral main color 4 times. So I currently have, in order to kind of correct my day 1 squares and finish my day 4 squares, in order to have everything that I need for block number 1, I need to make 4 half square triangles with this and the neutral main, and 2 more half square triangles with this and the neutral main. And then I will have all of the squares for block number 1. None of them have had ends woven in, except for the... Did I weave in the ends on these? Yes, I did weave in the ends on these ones. So those ones... but all of the half square triangles don't have their ends woven in yet. And then, yeah, so then I have the 1 solid and the 2 half square with the neutral main for a different quilt block with this. And I didn't even finish yesterday's, so I still have to go and finish all of the ones from yesterday, which is this color. I only did 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4 of them, which are for block 11. I need to do 8 more of them for block 15. All half square triangles. And then eventually, whenever I figure out what I'm going to do for block number 10 that used the solid color with these, whenever I figure out whatever that yarn is, I have to go back and finish those from day 1 as well. So all of the squares that I did on day 1 won't make it into any of the current quilt blocks that I have working on. I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm not going to unravel them. If I end up feeling like I have another color that maybe seems really mismatched from the set, I'm just going to set those aside and I will make additional quilt blocks. And if I have enough quilt blocks in the end to make the blanket bigger, the blanket as is a 4 block by 4 block. I think there's only 16 blocks. Yeah, it's a 4 block by 4 block quilt. And so if I, for instance, at the end up with 4 extras, then it will be a 5 by 4. Does that make sense? So I'm fine with modifying it to make it a rectangle instead of a square blanket. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I haven't even wound up the yarn for the Fall Legal socks. I'm not hating this project yet. Like, I'm not at a point where I'm like, oh my god, I hate this. This is so annoying. I'm not hating it. I do still really love it, and I am still really excited about the blanket and the project. I really am. And I'm not like mad about this color. Like, it's beautiful. I'm not mad at my project. I am just frustrated with the fact that I have to do more work than I thought I was going to today. And yeah, I think it'll be okay. I think it'll work out in the end. I think that I'll end up having a bigger blanket in the end. If I get all the way to the end and I still only just have the extras that I made from day one, I will find an alternate use for them. Like, I might just then make more. I'll dig in my scrap bins and, you know what I mean? Like, I'll dig in my scrap bins and find something else and make some more anyways. Oh gosh. I'm sorry for yawning. On that note, I'm gonna end the vlog here, and I think I have a yarn fiber. Nope, it's my own hair. On that note, I'm going to end the vlog here and try to edit while I'm crocheting some more of these squares. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow.